Welcome. Please be seated. Before we begin, I would like to go over some just safety information. In the event of an emergency, please proceed to the nearest emergency exits that are located along the side of the room through the double doors. Bathrooms can be found directly outside this room and across the hallway. During the ceremony, we ask to please keep the center aisle clear as we will be using it to record the ceremony. Finally, we ask if we could ensure that all cell phones are silent. Thank you, and now let's get started. Good afternoon, President Jakowski, Dean Barfield, faculty, staff, nursing graduates, family, and friends. Welcome to the 65th pinning ceremony at CT State Community College at Three Rivers. My name is Denise Cortigiano. I am an associate professor of nursing here at CT State Three Rivers. I've had the pleasure, along with Carol Emmerthal, professor of nursing, being the faculty advisors for this great group of nursing graduates. I have watched as this group has worked diligently toward the goal of becoming a registered nurse. Nursing school is a journey of academic, professional, and personal growth. The curriculum is rigorous and fast-paced. There is so much to learn, and the expectations are high, because at the end of the program, you are responsible to care for another human being. On top of the demands of learning, you must sacrifice time with family, friends, and your loved ones. Nursing school instills resilience and strength and determination. Nothing in this nursing program is given to you. You, our graduates, have earned every grade, achieved every milestone along the way, passing high-stakes exams, skills validations, and long clinical days. Because of your hard work, dedication, and sacrifice, you are here today. Congratulations on this well-deserved achievement. Thank you to family and friends who have helped make this day possible for our graduates. We are so grateful. We know that you have gone above and beyond to support the graduates as they have been on this journey. This pinning ceremony we are about to witness is rich in symbolism. It serves as an initiation into the profession of nursing and is considered a rite of passage. At this time, I would like to invite Tara Billups, Holly Decker, and Carolyn Parker to sing our national anthem. Everyone, please stand.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star
Absolutely beautiful. Thank you. Please remain standing. Oh, I'm sorry. As I invite Ashley Adcock to deliver our invocation. Ashley.
As we reflect on how far we've come, let's express our gratitude to our families and our friends who stood by us when we felt like giving up, kept us motivated, and may have even pretended to know what a care plan was. To our instructors and our professors who molded our nursing brains, challenged us to think critically, and prepared us to face whatever comes next with confidence. Let's also be thankful for our classmates who believed in us when we doubted ourselves, kept us on track, and lifted us up when we struggled. Together, we leaned on each other, found inspiration, and discovered a sense of solidarity in the chaos. We're also deeply grateful to the patients who allowed us to learn from them during some of their most vulnerable moments, and to the nurses who mentored us, challenged us, and reminded us that nursing is more than mastering skills and protocols. It's about heart, humility, and being present when people need us most. Nursing isn't just a job, it's a calling. And today, as we stand on the threshold of our future, we carry that calling with humility, grace, and strength. We've learned that nursing is a team effort, and that when our individual strengths come together, we can make a real difference. Together, we've walked this path with compassion, joy, and perseverance, leaving behind doubt, gossip, and fear to rise as people of power, purpose, and resilience. While we come from different backgrounds and beliefs and experiences, we've found common ground in our shared commitment to becoming the best nurses we can be. And through that commitment, we've grown stronger, braver, and more capable than we ever imagined. As we receive our pins today, may we carry forward the lessons we've learned. May our hands be gentle, our hearts be open, and may common sense and critical thinking guide us through every shift. May we never lose our love for this profession or forget that nursing isn't just what we do, it's who we are.
Thank you, Ashley. Please be seated. At this time, I would like to invite President Zukowski to share her greetings.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to our nursing graduates of the class of 2025. Let's give them a round of applause. I want to say a heartfelt thank you to the families, the friends, the mentors, to our excellent nursing faculty. All of you have made it possible for us to come together to celebrate our nursing graduates. Our nursing program at Three Rivers is over 50 years old. It is a program that I am very proud of, and I am proud of the graduates that we prepare because they are excellent, they're well prepared, and most importantly, they are dedicated to the calling of nursing. And so to our graduates today, I just want to say to you, I hope that you will have a lifetime profession of helping, caring, sharing, and loving, because you are the people who are most important to the patient. I don't know what I'm doing to cause that noise. But I really want our nursing graduates to really celebrate the profession that you are called for, because it's very, very special, and not everyone can provide the compassion that a family needs during their time of need. So again, I just want to congratulate our nursing students, our nursing graduates. We have a very, very rigorous curriculum, and our nursing faculty have prepared you to be the best and the brightest wherever you go. So again, congratulations, celebrate and enjoy. And to the families and all of you who have supported them, please take a round of applause because you are very, very important in their lives.
Thank you, President Jakowski. Next, I would like to introduce Dean Barfield, Dean of Academics and Student Affairs, to come up to the podium.
President Jakowski, distinguished guests, esteemed nursing faculty, proud families, and most importantly, our resilient and dedicated graduates. Welcome to the 65th Nursing Pinning Ceremony at Connecticut State Community College, Three Rivers. As the campus academic dean, it is both an honor and a privilege to stand before you to celebrate this extraordinary milestone. Today, we are celebrating your journey. We recognize the commitment, the strength, the perseverance that you have balanced rigorous academics, intense clinicals, and personal sacrifices, all driven by an unwavering desire to serve others. You have chosen this path at a time when nursing faces both profound challenges and growing significance. In choosing your career, there is a set of challenges you embrace. Modern nursing demands adaptability, endurance, and courage. You will confront long hours, complex healthcare policies, emotional strain, and exposure to illness. You will care for patients who are in pain, confused, and fearful, while continuing to learn and evolve amid rapid technological change. These realities make nursing one of the most demanding yet essential professions in our society. And yet, the reason you chose nursing is that it offers more than just a job. You are drawn by the call to help others, the opportunity for meaningful and impactful work, the stability, the respect, and the fulfillment that nursing uniquely provides. You have chosen a profession where every action matters and every moment counts. As you receive your pin today, you are moving forward with purpose. It is more than a symbol of achievement. It represents your promise to lead with compassion, uphold integrity, and remain committed to lifelong learning. It reflects the trust that your future patients will place in you and the pride your community already feels. A bright future awaits you. You are prepared for what lies ahead. You carry the knowledge, the strength, the heart required to meet whatever challenges come. Continue to lead with purpose and serve with passion. Congratulations to each of you. May your careers be fulfilling, impactful, and guided by the same spirit that brought you here today. Thank you.
Thank you, President Jakowski and Dean Barfield, for your leadership. We are grateful for your support and the resources to help ensure the students' successes. Next, I would like to invite Cassie Bingham, the class president, to speak on behalf of the graduating class.
Good afternoon, faculty, staff, family, friends, and fellow graduates of the nursing class of 2025. It is truly an honor to stand before you today as both your class president and the Student Nurses Association president, reflecting on the incredible journey we've all taken together. First, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to the amazing educational, clinical, and laboratory staff who have supported us in countless ways. From the endless hours spent preparing us for clinical rotations to the patient guidance through those late-night study sessions, you've given us the knowledge and confidence to succeed. You laid the foundation for our success, and we will carry that with us into our future. A special thank you goes out to Betty and the Three Rivers College Foundation for their financial support throughout all 4 semesters. Your generosity allowed many of us to focus on our studies without the burden of financial stress, and for that, we are deeply grateful. I would also like to recognize our advisors, Carol and Denise. Your unwavering belief in us, your guidance, and your encouragement were instrumental in helping us navigate this program. As we reflect on these past few years, I want to take a moment to walk through each semester, the highs, the lows, and everything in between. Beginning with first semester, the early alarms ringing at 5 a.m. for clinical, the uncertainty, the feeling of being overwhelmed by skills checkoffs, dreaded simulation labs, and exams. It felt like there was so much to learn in so little time, and we wondered if we could truly make it. But we did, and it was in that first semester, through all the stress and anxiety, that we began to understand what we were capable of. We had become 25% nurses. Second semester, we started to feel like we had gotten the hang of things, and then labor and delivery. Suddenly, our world was expanded. We witnessed birth, we observed surgical procedures, and we realized that school nursing is so much more than just handing someone a saltine when they have a stomach ache. We had our first real taste of the profound responsibilities and experiences that nursing offers. We also began to build deeper relationships with each other, turning our study groups into our extended family. And all of a sudden, 50% nurses. Third semester. Oh, the infamous third semester, the one everyone warns you about. It's true that as the semesters get harder, we get smarter. And while it was challenging, we quickly learned that we had exactly what it took to succeed. We leaned on each other, supported one another, and celebrated our small victories together. It was also during this semester that we began to realize that we were becoming nurses. We could apply what we were learning to real-life situations, and at this point, you guessed it, 75% nurses. Moving on to fourth semester. We always heard, you make it through third, fourth will be... You always heard, if you make it through third, fourth will be a breeze. Spoiler alert, they were lying. Fourth semester came with its own set of challenges. More early mornings, more difficult exams, mental health clinical, and a new transition to practice class. It felt like we were running on empty, but despite the exhaustion, we found strength in each other and the skills we had gained, and we were equipped to overcome the challenges. And now, here we are, standing on the other side of 4 intense semesters of study, practice, and growth. We have not only survived the stress, anxiety, and challenges, we also come out stronger and more capable than ever. We have formed bonds that will last a lifetime, and we are prepared for the journey ahead. To my classmates, thank you for allowing me the privilege of serving as your class president and the Student Nurses Association president. It has been an honor to represent such a dedicated, resilient, and compassionate group. You've inspired me every step of the way, and the bonds we've built through our shared experiences will stay with me always. As I stand here today, I feel a mixture of sadness and excitement, saying goodbye to this incredible school and this extraordinary class. It is not easy since we have shared so many memories, moments of joy, struggles, and triumphs. But as bittersweet as it is, I'm also filled with anticipation for what the future holds. Nursing is not just a profession, it is a calling. It is about compassion, dedication, and kindness, the very traits that have carried us through this program and will continue to guide us as we step into the world of healthcare. We will be with people at their most vulnerable moments, and it is our job to help them through it with care and empathy. Congratulations to the nursing class of 2025.
Thank you so much. Next, I would like to introduce our keynote speaker today, Lynn Malerba. Lynn Malerba became the 18th chief of the Mohegan Tribe on August 15th, 2010. She is the first female chief in the tribe's modern history. The position is a lifetime appointment made by the tribe's Council of Elders. Lynn follows in footsteps of many strong role models in the Mohegan tribe, including her mother, who is a member of the Tribal Council that achieved federal recognition for the tribe and held the position of tribal donor, elder female of respect, as well as her great-grandfather. Prior to becoming chief, she served as chairwoman of the Tribal Council and served in tribal government as the executive director of Health and Human Services. Preceding her work for the Mohegan Tribe, Lynn had a lengthy career as a registered nurse, ultimately as a director of cardiology and pulmonology services at Lawrence Memorial Hospital. She earned a doctorate of nursing practice at Yale University, was named a Jonas Scholar. She was awarded an honorary doctoral degree in human letters for the University of Connecticut, an honorary doctoral degree in law from the University of North Carolina, Pembroke, an honorary doctoral degree in science from Eastern Connecticut State University, and an honorary and in human letters from the University of St. Joseph in West Hartford, Connecticut. She earned a master's degree in public administration from the University of Connecticut, and a bachelor's degree in nursing from the College of St. Joseph, and a diploma in nursing from Hartford Hospital School of Nursing. Lynn was appointed by President Biden and served as the 40th Treasurer of the United States from 2022 to 2024. Prior to her current role, she served as the United States South and Eastern Tribes Board of Directors Secretaries. She formerly served as a chairwoman of the Tribal Self-Governance Advisory Committee of the Federal Indian Health Services, the IHS, a member of the Justice Department Tribal Nations Leadership Council, a member of the Tribal Advisory Committee for the National Institute of Health, a member of the Treasury Tribal Advisory Committee, and a member of the Federal Reserve Bank of Minneapolis Center for the Indian Country Development Leadership Council. Locally, she has served as a trustee for Chelsea Groton Bank, board chair for the Community Foundation of Eastern Connecticut, and a Provost Advisory Committee member for Harvard University. She has multiple publications as well, so I am proud today to introduce Chief and Nurse Lynn Malerba.
So now you know my secret. I've been going to school and working my entire life. And also, the older you get, the longer your bio is, so my apologies for that. But I'm really honored to be here today because, while the Mohegan people are my people, nurses are my people too, and I never say no to a nursing school. So I'd just like to say, Wikisk, good day. To President Mary Ellen Jukowski, Dean of Students Barfield, Dr. Cynthia Arpin, who is the Division Director of Nursing and Allied Health, distinguished guest, faculty, staff, class president Cassie Bingham for so kindly inviting me to speak today, but most importantly, the graduates of 2025 from Connecticut State Three Rivers Community College. There is nothing more special than being a nurse, so I'm really honored to share this event with you today. I'm going to introduce myself in my Mohegan language. Nitsui Sungsquamatai Mutahash Wachi Mohikanawak. I am Chief Many Hearts Lynn Malerba of the Mohegan Tribe. In our language, chief is translated as rock woman, so who wouldn't love that, and as you could hear, I have lots of opinions about everything, so I liberally share them throughout the United States. And also, my name is Many Hearts, because when I became chief, our medicine woman said, you can't procrastinate any longer, Lynn. You have to take a Mohegan name, so I'm going to name you. And she said, I'm going to call you Many Hearts, because as a cardiology nurse, you held many hearts in your hands in the past, and now as our chief, you hold our hearts in your hands. And so it's the perfect name, and it's a name that I really, carry very proudly. And I will be forever grateful for her calling me that. One of the things that, I share this with you is that you hold hearts in your hands each and every day in every care setting that you will find yourselves in and choose yourselves in. Nurses occupy a very sacred space as you care for people when they are most vulnerable and in need of reassurance. You offer a steady sense of expertise, of calm, and of reassurance. And most of all, you offer yourselves, your empathy, your skills, your knowledge, and your concern for not only the person that you're caring for, but also their extended family, because there's a whole group of people that surround that person that you're caring for as well. And they're just as worried. And it's not, surprising that the Gallup poll always, since 1999, since it started collecting this data, says that nurses are the most trusted profession. You are the most trusted profession. Everyone experiences the care of a nurse. The only year that was not true was in 2001 when it was the first responders, the firefighters after 9/11. So Mohegan has an enduring symbol, which is the path of life. It's this curvy, kind of linear, line going from east to west. And all along that line, it has plants, and it has, depictions of plants, and then it has dots all along the line. So, the curvy line represents the ups and downs of life. And the dots represent the people that you meet along the way. And the depictions of the plants are all about good medicine, right? So this could describe each and every one of you, because whether you are helping someone when they're at their lowest and you're giving them a hand up and you're helping them, or you're celebrating with them at the birth of a new baby or the end of a torturous, round of chemotherapy or whatever that celebration may be, you are there. You are there and you are present with each and every person. So nurses, are the people that each and every one of us meet on our path of life. And what's unique about the profession of nursing is that everyone in this planet is touched by a nurse on their life's journey in a healing way. You extend yourselves in compassion when we are at our lowest, and you celebrate with us, as I said, at our high points. So whether you're helping to bring a new baby into our lives, helping us cope with unexpected illness, or helping someone travel to the ancestors peacefully, you are there by their side. It is such an honor to travel the path with others in such a personal way. And you may never know exactly how you've affected someone, but know this, that person will always hold you in their heart, and they will remember exactly how you helped them and how you helped their family. So while my first nursing program occurred during the Stone Age, and it did, with none of the technology today, it still informs me. It still informs everything I've done since then. I define myself as a nurse, and I carry all of those lessons forward with me. But I'm going to put that era in perspective for you. Patients had ashtrays by their bedside for their smoking convenience. And the nurses were also smoking in the back room while they got report on their patients. We didn't have automatic blood pressure cuffs, oxygen sensors, or IV pumps. So you actually had to count the drips for your IV, to make sure that that patient was getting the right dose. And you were also pumping up that blood pressure cuff every 15 minutes if you were working in ICU. Medications were hand poured from a central pharmacy on the nursing unit from a large bottle into your little medicine cup. IV solutions were made in-house and in sterilized glass bottles. There was no such thing as an electronic medical record, which is why all of our handwriting is so horrible to this day. And there was also no such thing as the internet, which was a real blessing when I became a manager, because I could end my day, and only if the hospital was burning down would the supervisors call me. But also no Dr. Google, so that was kind of a mixed blessing there. Nurses' caps had kind of a code to them. You first had a plain white cap, which really was code to your patients to say, don't trust this person because they know nothing. They're brand new nurses, not even 25%, right? And then, you got the skinny blue cap, a light blue, and then the wider light blue cap. But when you graduated, you got the coveted velvet cap. So, I still have my cap, but I will tell you that it's in our tribal museum as a relic, just like I am. And you can't see this, but my speech is in 22 font bolded, okay? So, nursing was really, truly an art, and it still is an art. It's one thing to know the science. It's another thing to really sense what somebody needs and to know when you need to intervene. That's an art, and it's something that you will gain with experience and already have gained. But know that all of the docs listen to nurses when they say, I got a funny feeling about this one. They stand up and they listen. So later in life, I was blessed to attend Yale School of Nursing to earn my Doctor of Nursing practice. And I really have been able to use that degree to inform policy now at the highest levels of government. And I will tell you that when I was on the advisory committee for NIH, I made sure that they called me doctor, not chief, because of course doctor means more at NIH than chief does. At Treasury, just the opposite. They said, should you be Madam Treasurer? I'm like, no, you can call me chief, because I wanted them to remember that there were Indigenous people now in the halls of Treasury, which was a first. So what I've learned throughout my career is that, with all the hard and soft skills that you learn as a nurse, they're transferable no matter where you go, no matter where you find yourself. As we think about some of the more non-traditional roles that nurses take on, the impact that is made in, maybe is no less so than working at the bedside. When I worked at L&M, I was luckily to be promoted, and so what I realized was that even when I was working as an administrative director and in a more of an administrative role, policy mattered because it created the space for the nurses at the bedside to continue to do their best work. And I'm really blessed to be able to do that. I have raised my voice on behalf of Indian Health Services to make sure that that our tribal people aren't left behind. And you can imagine that there are tribal people throughout the United States being left behind. I brought Treasury officials with me to travel throughout Indian country, and they were shocked, just shocked that there was no internet in some of these communities that we travel to. But this is the reality for so many of our Indigenous people. And so I always try to use my voice in a way that would raise them up and highlight what was needed. And that's what nurses do. Doesn't matter what role you're in, you use your voice for good, and you use your voice to inform the people that need to be informed about what is necessary to take care of one patient, a community of patients, a population of people, or the entire United States. As the first Indigenous Treasurer of the United States, I gave voice to many underserved communities, not just Indigenous people. And what makes a difference is sharing the stories of the people and making people understand how their policy actions impact the people that we have, that we are serving. But what's really helped me was that people allowed me to lead the way, and they stood by my side throughout my life. Those are the people that have inspired me to do my best each day, because they put their faith in me, just like your patients put their faith in you. In my humble opinion, nurses should be running the world. There would be no Democrats, no Republicans, no wars. Nurses are the ones that take care of everyone. There's no division between you and a patient. And I think that if nurses had more of a prominent role in the world, we would see a much more peaceful world. You care for your patients, you accept them for who they are, and I think that by just choosing this profession, you are already making the world a better place. And it may be one person at a time, but again, it may be large swaths of our population. So I ask you all today to be flexible with yourselves. Allow yourselves to be flexible about your career aspirations. Your career may take you to places that you can't imagine today. You may have a very specific plan, as I did so many years ago, and there's a Yiddish saying that says, if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. And that's very true, right? Because I had a very different plan for myself. And 3 years ago, I had a conversation with my family after COVID saying, well, I'm going to start dialing things back a little bit. I'm not going to work so hard anymore. I want to be more involved, and more available to you. And then I got a call from the White House saying, hey, can we put your name forward to be the Treasurer of the United States? So the conversation that ensued was a very different conversation, which was, this affects you, you need to tell me if you have a problem with this, but it was all good. But when those moments present themselves to you, Please embrace them. Know that, the universe may have very important plans for you that you cannot see at this moment. And know that you are up to any challenge that presents itself to you because you are a nurse. You know how to connect with people who have different, diverse opinions. You understand how to think critically about issues and how to create a world where everyone's voice is heard and respected, and that is a gift. If you allow yourself that flexibility, you may experience the best adventure that you could never have imagined while improving the lives of others and staying true to your initial intent. Graduates, I know how hard you have worked to get to this moment. As you heard, I've spent a lot of time in school, so I do know that. Cherish the people who have walked this path with you, who have cheered you on every step of the way, your families, your friends, your favorite professor, anyone who has been in your corner cheering you on. They are gifted to you from this universe. Remember that of all the things that you will accomplish in your lifetime, nothing will be more important than the relationships that you have with them. Throughout your life, my life's journey, the deepest joy that I've experienced has been with my family and friends, and most of my best friends are still nurses and doctors. They hold my hearts in their hands every day, and they've allowed me to do the work that I've done. So while your career is very important, make sure you shut it off at the end of the day and really nurture those relationships. So I leave you today with this image. In our tradition, diamonds connote un bosquigo, or good medicine. Nurses are diamonds on this path of life. You bring good medicine to everyone that you encounter. And I know that you will be a diamond for the people that you care for today, and you will light the way for those who will come after you. I salute you all, this next generation of nurses. I wish you so much happiness, satisfaction, and success. You will all make a difference in the world, and enjoy the journey that will be uniquely yours. Mutawi wai utuokan shwaskichikiawin. Many blessings upon you all.
Thank you so much. At this time, I would like to ask Dr. Cindy Arpin, Director of Nursing and Allied Health, is now going to share the history of the pinning.
Good afternoon. You have all worked so hard to get here to the pinning ceremony, which is so exciting. But as Denise said earlier, it's full of symbols. So I'm going to give a little brief background on the history of the pinning ceremony. So the pinning ceremony is a unique and special ceremony in the nursing profession. It's a symbol of the nursing students' hard work and dedication towards their coursework and clinicals. The pinning ceremony has roots dating back to the 12th century. Today's pinning ceremony is closely tied to an award given to a legendary nurse, Florence Nightingale, known as the mother of modern nursing. She was awarded the Red Cross of St. George in the 1860s for her tireless work during the Crimean War. To share this honor, Florence presented a Medal of Excellence to her best and brightest graduates. And here you are, our best and brightest. By 1916, the practice of the pinning ceremony was standard throughout the United States and England. The pin symbolized those who were educated and competent to serve as a nurse to provide health care to society. Each school of nursing designed and awarded its own customized pin. This afternoon, you will receive the CT State Three Rivers nursing pin. I thought it would be fun to take a look back and review the history of our own pin. In 1975, 50 years ago this year, so you're all golden graduates this year, our school, then known as Mohegan Community College, graduated the first class of nursing students. The pin was designed by members of that class. The pin bears a dove with an olive branch in its mouth. This was taken from the college seal. The dove represents peace, while the olive branch represents learning. The pin also bears a caduceus, which is a symbol of medicine. The name of the college appears around the border. In 1992, Mohegan Community College merged with Thames Valley Technical College to become Three Rivers Community Technical College. I was a nursing student in the school at that time and remember the contest that was held to name the new school. The pin was updated at that time, maintaining its original centered design. Later, in July of 1999, the word technical was dropped from the name to provide more consistency in community college names across Connecticut, once again resulting in a new pin, this time with the name Three Rivers Community College on it. And this would remain the nursing pin for the next 23 years. In the summer of 2023, the 12 community colleges of Connecticut merged to become CT State, and yet another pin was born. This is the pin you will be receiving today. I hope you wear it proudly throughout your career, as I continue to wear mine. Our School of Nursing may have changed names over the years, but we are all alumni of the same great program. We would like to thank the Three Rivers College Foundation for their generosity in providing today's pins for each graduate of today's graduates. This is just one of the many ways the foundation supports our nursing program. I now invite Dr. Oliver Mayorga, Senior Vice President and Chief Medical Officer for Yale New Haven Health at L&M and Westerly Hospitals, as well as a member of the board of the Three Rivers College Foundation, to say a few words. Thank you.
Well, good afternoon, nursing graduates. It is a true honor to be here with you, your families, and your faculty this afternoon. I am Dr. Oliver Mayorga. I am the Chief Medical Officer for Lawrence Memorial Hospital and Westerly Hospitals, and also a proud member of the Three Rivers College Foundation Board of Directors. Today marks more than a ceremony. It marks your transformation. You are no longer simply students, you are nurses. The pin you receive today is a powerful symbol not only of your perseverance through an intense and demanding program, but of the compassion, skill, and integrity you now carry forward into the world. It represents sleepless nights, clinical hours, exams, moments of doubt, and how you showed up anyway, with grit, with purpose, and with heart. As a physician and healthcare leader, I can tell you that nurses are the backbone of patient care. You will advocate, comfort, educate, and heal. And for many patients, you will be the face of hope at some of life's most vulnerable moments. The Three Rivers College Foundation is proud to support this important milestone, including providing the pins you'll receive. It's a small gesture, but one that reflects how much we believe in your journey and in the critical role you now play in our healthcare system. Many of you will go on to serve right here in our local hospitals, and I've met some of you already, and in our clinics and in our communities. You will care for our families, friends, and neighbors, and in doing so, you will strengthen the very fabric of healthcare in southeastern Connecticut. Congratulations on this extraordinary achievement. We are incredibly proud to celebrate you and to welcome you into the profession. Thank you.
We will now begin the pinning of our graduates. Before we proceed, we have a few requests. Please hold your applause until all the graduates have been pinned so we can hear the statements the students have prepared. If you are planning to take a picture, please remember that the center aisle needs to remain clear, but you're welcome to come to the left side over here and be able to take a picture of your graduate. And now the moment that we have been waiting for, the pinning of our graduates. The student statements will be read by Carol Emmerthal, Professor of Nursing, and assisted by Assistant Professor Kristen Peterson.
first group of graduates will be pinned by Assistant Professor Amanda Fitzgerald and Professor Cheryl Guillat. Arlene Abray Lambert. As a future psych nurse, I promise empathy, stigma smashing, and to keep studying minds without losing mine. Shout out to my husband for always believing in me, my family for cheering me on, and my nursing buddies for the best memes and hype sessions. Ashley Adcock. Proverbs 16:9. Thank you, God, for the opportunities and the angels you've placed on my path. Daniel, my husband, your unwavering belief in me and endless sacrifices amaze me. Macy and Jenny, my confidants, for turning tears into tolerable chaos. Amanda Beers, thank you to my family who have been there for me over the last 2 years. And Paisley, Mama loves you. Haley Bergeron, thank you to my Aunt Ruth Bergeron, registered nurse, for setting such a great example of what a good nurse is and inspiring me to choose this profession. Haley Bertu, thank you to my amazing family and to my husband, who even from away never stopped supporting me, believing in me, and reminding me why I started this journey. Truly, I could not have done this without you all. I love you. Olivia Bassett, to my amazing parents who made me the person I am today, to my family, friends, and wonderful boyfriend, Connor, thank you all for the continued support and for always believing in me. Tara Billups. I want to thank God for everything He has done and continues to do. I am grateful for my amazing mother, my children, my big brother, my bear, and all my family and friends for your love, support, and belief in me. I love you all. Cassie Bingham. I am beyond grateful to my family and friends who supported me through this journey, especially Sam, Colleen, and Sophia. I couldn't have done it without you. Lastly, I thank myself for the dedication and perseverance that brought me to this moment. Jenny Butler. The next group of graduates will be pinned by Professor Karen Amor and Professor Ian Lamondi. Courtney Sear. Thank you to both of my parents for your endless love, support, and encouragement. This achievement reflects everything you've done for me, and I am forever grateful. Hope D'Amico. Thank you, God, for carrying me to this moment. Thank you to my son, family, friends, study partners, and my teachers. I am here today because of you, and I am filled with gratitude. My classmates will be the amazing nurses. Thank you for inspiring me. Holly Decker. Thank you to my family and friends for supporting me through this journey and pushing me to keep going. A special thank you to my grandparents for their endless love, no matter what, and my best friend, Jenna, for encouraging me throughout this journey. Macy Flores. Thank you to my kids, mom, and brothers for sticking with me through all the breakdowns. My dad in heaven watching proudly, probably laughing while taking a shot. Jenny and Ashley for your emotional support. You stayed for the chaos. We did it. Mary Frank. Thank you to my husband, Brian, my children, Elijah, Savannah, Isaac, and Audrey, for always supporting me and believing that I could make it to this day. I love you guys. Thank you to my extended family and coworkers that took the time to check on me. The next group of graduates will be pinned by Assistant Professor Stephanie Duty and Professor Jillian Zupan. Kaylee Griswold. I'd like to thank my mom, dad, and family for their endless support. Thank you, Thomas, for standing by me every step of the way, and my daughter, Tatum, for being patient and always being my biggest cheerleader. I couldn't have done it without you. Sophia Guarino. Today represents more than achievement. It's a symbol of resilience and growth. I am forever grateful for those who supported me. With purpose and compassion, I step forward, ready to make a meaningful impact on the lives I'll care for as a nurse. Anna Johnson. I couldn't have made it without my incredible support system. Thank you to my husband, Dean, my amazing mom, best friend, Katie, great study partner, Jen and Tess, who kept me sane since A&P. You have all helped me make this moment a reality. Colleen Leary. Thank you to my amazing friends for being my biggest cheerleaders. Sam and Cassie, this journey would have felt a lot longer without you. And Ivan, thank you for your unwavering support and belief in me every step of the way. Look, Mom, I'm a nurse. Taylin Littlefield. I would like to thank my husband and 2 boys for their support and continued patience while I pursued this educational journey. We make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. Jordan Lombardi. Thank you to my family and friends for your support these 2 years and for being here to celebrate. Ali Marte Paduan. Blessed is the one who perseveres under trial. James 1:12. and glory to God, I wouldn't be here without His grace. Thankful for my family's love, Tara's support, and Miss Barbara's prayers. Jesus carried me through. The next group of graduates will be pinned by Associate Professor Leanne LaRose and Professor Sarah Mallory. Hadi Jatu May. I am deeply grateful to Allah for blessing me with this achievement. I also want to sincerely thank my family for all their unwavering support throughout this journey. Laurel McGowan. I want to thank my friends and family that have listened to me complain about school for the last 2 years. And a special thank you to my mom, who listened to all my clinical stories, even though she probably didn't understand half of what I was saying. Crystal McNichol. I need to thank Tati, Lily, Jayla for your patience and love, Ma, Dad, and Kev for all your help, my nursing girlies, Anya, Arlene, and Nia, for never giving up on me, even when I gave up on myself. Nia Michelle. To my dear family and support system, Gigi, Seva, Keisha, Greg, O, Kia, and my children, Ian and JJ. Thank you for believing in me and doing life with me. I love you. Above all, thank you, God, for strength, grit, and grace. Here's to us. We did it. April Moran. I want to thank Team April, my mom for holding it down, my besties Steve and Sarah for their endless support, John for the idea, Brendan for your patience, and my sons Hunter, Riker, and Sawyer. At the end of the day, I did all of this for you. Celia Nunez. Today I am stepping into nursing with deep gratitude for my instructors, classmates, and family. Your support carried me through. This pin symbolizes not just my hard work, but the love, strength, and encouragement from all of you. Thank you. Teresia Nutt. Thank you to God for sustaining me, my husband, mom, and in-laws who continue to support me through all the frustration and tears, my cohorts for always being there to help and encourage, and Taylin and Anna for going through the trenches with me. The next group of graduates will be pinned by Assistant Professor Abida Chaudhry and Professor Melissa Neal. Carolyn Parker. This journey held unimaginable challenges, yet I walked today for Colson and Scarlett with deep gratitude. To my devoted Colin, amazing friends, resilient family, and supportive class, thank you. I carry your kindness with me daily. Samantha Phillips. Thank you to everyone attending to watch us celebrate our hard work in becoming registered nurses. A special thank you to my sister, mom, and stepdad for being supportive during my nursing school journey. Thanks to Jillian and Amanda for your support. Liza Pickens. My purpose is to touch as many souls as possible. I want to be remembered for never giving up. not for myself, but for those I serve. I've learned more about myself than any achievement could. Thank you to my family, Solomon, and supporters. Catherine Jones Resendes. Today I stand as proof that it's never too late to follow your dreams. To my family, friends, peers, and instructors, thank you for your unwavering support, guidance, and belief in me during this journey. This is not just my achievement, it's ours. Madeline Savino, I would like to thank my siblings, parents, and grandparents for your love and support. Thank you to the nursing instructors. I am grateful for your guidance. Evan, Emily, Grammy, Judy, and Mom, I could not have done this without you. Danny, thank you for being my why. Katie Sheppo, thank you to my family and friends. Dad, your strength inspired me. To my sister, your constant support kept me grounded. I'm so grateful to share this moment with you both. This achievement is ours. Hannah Stankiewicz, thank you to my family and fiance for all the support and encouragement during my nursing school journey. I'm beyond grateful. Mom and Dad, I appreciate all your sacrifice. I couldn't have done it without you.
The next group of graduates will be pinned by Assistant Professor Brittany Appleton and Professor Carol Immerthal. Kayla Strebel, sorry. Thank you to my amazing husband, sweet son, and supportive family and friends. Your love, strength, and encouragement carried me through every challenge. I couldn't have achieved this without you. Jennifer Timmons. Thank you to my husband, my dad, my mother-in-law, and my girlfriends for your unwavering support, encouragement, and help with the kids during nursing school. I'm so grateful. You mean the world to me. Thank you for cheering me on. Noah Tompkins. Thank you to my family, girlfriend, and friends for supporting me throughout this journey. Abigail Toof. To quote Aeneas Nin, and the day came when they risked to remain tight in bud, with more painful than the risk it took to blossom. Thank you to my family and friends for helping me through nursing school so that now I can blossom as a nurse. Megan Werner. Thank you to my friends and family who were there for me along the way. Special thanks to my parents who have supported me before, during, and afterwards. Ashley Werber. Thank you to my family and friends for supporting me during this journey. Thank you to the faculty for being with me every step of the way. A special thank you to my guardian angels, Carol Immerthal and Karen A. Moore. I don't know where I would be without you. And before we just move on, I would like to ask Jenny Butler to please stand. While we were going from person to person, I don't believe your statement was read, so I would like to read that now. Thanks to my family and friends who have never doubted me, instructors Karen and Carol who taught me to slow down and trust myself, Macy, Ashley, and Celia, partners in chaos, my golden girls, a lifetime of friendship found in the struggles of school. Jenny Butler. So let's have a big round of applause for our new grads. Well deserved. I would now ask the graduates and nursing faculty to please stand for the nursing pledge. I would also invite all the nurses in the audience to stand and please join us. What? The pledge is provided in the pinning program. In full knowledge of the obligations, we're going to all say it together. All right, one more time. Here we go. The nursing pledge. In full knowledge of the obligations I am undertaking, I promise to care for the sick, all the skill and understanding I possess, without regard to race, creed, color, politics, or social status, sparing no effort to conserve life, to affiliate suffering, and to promote health. I will respect at all times the dignity and religious beliefs of the patients under my care, holding in confidence all personal information trusted to me, refraining from any actions which might endanger life or health. I will endeavor to keep professional knowledge and skill at the highest level, and keep local support and cooperation to all the members of the health team. I will do my utmost to honor the International Code of Ethics, apply to nursing, and to uphold the integrity of the nurse. Please be seated. Next, I would like to invite Liza Pickens to read the benediction.
Good afternoon, everyone. As we come to a close of this momentous occasion, let us pause to reflect on the journey that has brought us here and the path that lies ahead. To the nurses before us, today signifies not just the end of a chapter, but the beginning of a lifelong commitment to care, compassion, and healing. We have chosen a calling that requires both strength and tenderness, knowledge and empathy, skill, and a compassionate heart. May we step forward with confidence, knowing that we are equipped to face the challenges that await us. May we always find purpose in the work we do, comfort in the lives we touch, and resilience in the moments that test our limits. May our hands be instruments of healing, our words bring solace, and our presence offer peace to those in need. May we never forget the power of kindness, the importance of listening, and the profound impact of even the smallest act of care. As we move forward, may we be guided by wisdom, uplifted by hope, and strengthened by the unwavering commitment to make a difference in the lives of others we serve in the most gentle and selfless way. With deep gratitude for this moment and eager anticipation for all that is to come, we move forward being a light, showing love, and the promise of a future filled with purpose and fulfillment. May we go forward and bring healing to many lives we will encounter.
Thank you. Thank you, graduates of the spring of 2025, and to the class officers, Casey, Macy, Laurel, and Arlene. It has been an honor to work with you as a faculty member and class advisor, along with Carol Emerthal. Within your class, I have seen special friendships develop. Carry these friendships with you as you embark on your careers. The first few years in nursing are challenging, and remember to continue to support each other. Graduates, this pinning ceremony marks the completion of your studies to become a registered nurse. Nursing is a career of public service. We care for other human beings. While this is extremely rewarding, it takes a lot of empathy, compassion, and energy. A few words of advice. Be sure to take time to engage in self-care. To achieve excellence, you must first care for yourself. Be kind and patient to yourself, especially during the next transition, the first few years of your career. Commit to lifelong learning. Nursing is rooted in science and evidence-based practice. Change is inevitable, and always be willing to accept your spoon, no matter what role you may be asked to serve as nurses. Remember your why, especially during the hard shifts. Always advocate for your patients and care for them how you would want your own family and friends to be treated, with respect, kindness, and compassion. We at CT State are so very proud of you. I wish you joyful celebrations with your friends and family. Congratulations and welcome to the profession of nursing. So one last round of applause for our new registered nurses. The graduates will now stand. The graduates will now stand and prepare to exit through the center aisle, followed by the faculty. We ask family and friends to remain seated until all graduates and faculty have proceeded out before joining us outside in the ballroom. Thank you so much for today. Pipe major, if you please.